Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm really excited to show you the finished postcards from project Memories of Istanbul, where I've been here in Istanbul doing this residency, creating a series of 12 black and white postcard paintings responding to the places that I've traveled through in this area. So we're now going to jump in and we're going to have a look at the finished pieces. So let's dive in. Here it is, guys.
They don't look much from this angle, but these are the postcard paintings that I'm going to reveal. So this is a painting that I created of a guard that was outside of Yeni Mosque. And then this is another one of these arches that I found. Also, I think it was at another mosque as well. But they're just amazing. I just found so many of these arches here in this location around Istanbul. And then there's this one, the mystery structure. This one is interesting as it was like this structure located on the seafront, and it kind of looks like a bit like a UFO, and so I decided to record that moment. And let's keep going, let's keep diving in, see what we have. And then this one, I painted this doorway. And again, there was just so many of these doors and arches, and it was like meandering through all these different spaces. And then there's this one. This was of a kind of mysterious monument at sea. And I don't know what it was used for, what it's used for, but I decided just to record that monument that was just out at sea as I was crossing from the Asia side to the European side. And then this one's of the Egyptian Grand Bazaar, which is a market based in Istanbul. And it's smaller than the Grand Bazaar, which is the largest one. But you can find everything there, from Turkish delights to clothing, jewelry, you name it. And whilst I was there, I was really just fascinated by the arches on the ceiling. They had these like fascinating, intricate black and white arches. And so I decided to document that. And again, it was like traveling through that market was like going into these kind of like tunnel spaces. It was just, you could just get lost inside. And then we have this one. This one I painted of a dome in another mosque. But again, just really fascinating, all these arches. And there's also a lot of sky that's also kind of feeding into my work. So sky and space. So it's about, it's about the contrasts, it's about the space. And we're inviting you guys to investigate the space. It's like a space of contemplation, a space to like another realm or another dimension. And so that was another kind of thread that ran its way through this project. And then there's this one. This is the view from the plane as I came in to travel from Bristol to Istanbul. and I just saw these amazing, spectacular red clouds. And so I just really wanted to document that. And that's probably another reason why lots of clouds kind of continuously ran its way through all of these postcard paintings. I think for me, clouds also represent, you know, a dream, a surrealness, like a crossing over to another side. And then there's this one. This is Yeni Mosque, also translates to new mosque. And it was the first mosque that I saw coming off the boat, crossing from the Asia side to the European side. And again, you have this space that you can enter, and it's like crossing over into another dimension. And with these works as well, I've also highlighted the space with gloss. So I don't know if you can just about see that. You can see some of this kind of reflective surface, and that's just gloss that I've painted on top of the white spaces. And so I've done that with all of these postcard paintings, just to highlight the difference between the empty spaces and the black spaces, so you get that kind of contrast. And then we still got more, guys. And then this one, this is fascinating. This is called the Toy House, and it's a house located in this area in Kadikoy, and the guy who lives there decided to place lots of these bears outside of his home. And he was also given these bears by his friends as well, who also told him to put them outside of his house. So I decided to paint this to respond to that location. Two more left of the series. And then this one is taken from the Basilica cistern, which is an old water system that was built centuries ago here. And it was underground, and I was just really fascinated by all of these columns reaching up into the ceiling, and then these kind of meandering spaces. And again, the arches, there's just so many arches in Istanbul. That's just arches and doorways that's just really fascinated me. And there was this water there as well, but the water was really still. So it was like this eerie stillness that I just tried to capture. And then we got the last painting in the series. And then this one is the last one in the series. This one's like a kind of gateway, and yeah, it's just the arches again. I think I was inspired by some of the interior from another mosque that I saw, but just decided to reinterpret it in my own way. And again, putting this kind of space in there to let your eye wander through like another dimension. So there we have it, guys. This is all 12 of the paintings in the project Memories of Istanbul, exploring the places that I've traveled through this area, through memory, through black and white acrylic paint, part real, part imagined. And there's this kind of spiritual, there's a kind of architectural, there's a geometric, there's a imaginative and mystique presence to these works. Have you ever looked back at your memories and thought to yourself which part is real and which part is slightly imagined? Well, that's what I was just trying to do with this project. I was thinking about, you know, what parts of our memory is real and what parts are imagined. So that's why they're based on real places that I visited in Istanbul, but they're also partly imagined and reinterpreted. And yeah, they're all set inside this white card frame, And so they're ready to display in a frame of your choice that you can then hang in the home or the office. And they've also been signed, numbered and labelled at the back of each hand painted postcard.
But there we go, guys. That's the project Memories of Istanbul, the final 12 finished postcard paintings in this project. I was really excited to show you, because it's just been like, you know, almost 4 weeks in the making, and just really observing the time here, and that I'm really grateful for to be out here. And you know, because I feel just like traveling just really opens my mind to new ideas, new ways of working. And that's been a fascinating process, being here in Istanbul and exploring the sites, and just going, and also just going off the beaten track and seeing new things, and letting that kind of feed its way, its inspiration into my imagination, into my eyes, my vision, and you know, and then using my hands just to paint that in my own way. And it's just been a fascinating journey. I've enjoyed seeing it all come together, this project, and I hope it's also given you some new kind of like perspective. But let me know, guys, what you think in the comments below, and maybe you recognize some of the places, and maybe you can tell me if you've seen some of like the mystery places like dotted around from those postcard paintings. It'd be interesting to know if you've been here in Istanbul and you've seen like, oh, well, I've seen that place, I know where that is. You know, let me know in the comments below. It'd be interesting to know. All the paintings are for sale, and they're on my website, and it's in the link in the description below. So you're more than welcome to go and check that out. And thank you very much for watching this video and sticking around on this journey. Yeah, so if you missed some of the previous videos in this project, you're welcome to go onto Martin Harmon Art TV on YouTube and just go through them, because it'll give you a bit more background information about the places I've traveled through and why I decided to, you know, to create paintings from them. So feel free to dive into that if you want to, if you got time. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers, bye.